We are the Nerd Eternal Network.
Hello, and welcome to Powers on Payroll here on the Nerd Eternal Network. I'll be your GM for the day, Jason. And with me, as usual, will be Mike as Whippet.
Oh.
Curtis as the Influencer.
Hola.
Taylor as Skater Boy.
Howdy, howdy.
And Marigold as the Boogeyman.
Thanks for joining us.
Alright, who remembers what went down last time?
We fought evil.
Did you? Was she
certainly
evil?
fought contrariness.
Or was she just a little bit naughty?
We put down we quelled a riot started by a shockingly big league reality warper, or more accurately, someone who was possessed by a god or godlike entity who had recently escaped her confine.
Yes, I believe the Crucible used the phrase trickster entity.
Yes. Possessing a woman from the Victorian era.
Correct. That was when the young lady was possessed.
Yes, Mary Contrary was her identity.
Yeah, she was cool.
And by we, I mean the boogeyman made a calming gas and spread it over the field while everybody tried not to die fist fighting Mary Contrary.
She only almost killed one person. I forget who it was she bopped with the van.
It was the influencer. Because he tried to possess one of her bodies.
That's right.
She was not happy about it.
Yeah,
well, he had successfully done it once. But only very briefly. She had a very strong will. Alright, but eventually she got bored. Or maybe y'all had actually damaged her something. She was like, it's time to go. Irregardless, she left. She ended up leaving. You saved a bunch of people in the riots. Because not everybody, most people in the area were affected, but not everybody. There were a handful of folks that resisted. But not the baby. The baby was terribly upset and ready to fight.
No.
He was.
Let's see. After that, you explained to the police what happened. Everybody was pretty mellow thanks to the gas, so not a lot of charges got pressed.
Fortunately.
Getting back to base, you had a visit from the Crucible, who filled you in on a lot of the stuff about Mary. Not, he didn't give you like every detail, but that's where you got the information on her being around from the Victorian era, and though you're a lady in the chair, had pulled us information about her like pre-World War One.
As I recall, the Crucible wasn't all that impressed with us.
What gave you that impression?
Or at least felt we were out of our league or inappropriate for going up against Mary Contrary.
I thought all of y'all thought y'all were out of y'all's league.
Yeah. Like you survived. Good job. That's
Oh no, it wasn't me being sarcastic. All of you still have all of your limbs and can use them. You did great. Alright, so a couple of days have passed. Of course, the police have APBs out on anybody matching either one of her descriptions. There was, some concern over why she was in Detroit. It not being somewhere she's ever been spotted before. In fact, I want to say the Crucible even mentioned he's not really sure why she'd have come through here.
But Skater Boy knew why.
Oh, what was Skater? Oh, I forget. What did Skater Boy know?
The hero's paradox.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, it's our fault.
Well, when there's a concentration of heroes in one spot, it's like if you take a good ninja and put him somewhere. Evil ninjas are just going to show up.
Or like if you have one ninja and you throw 1,000 ninjas at him, that one ninja somehow becomes good enough to compete with the 1,000 ninjas that you've thrown at him.
I think it's got to do with the conservation of ninjutsu or something like that. Alright, so it's been a couple of days. Is there anything your characters would have been specifically wanting to do in those couple of days?
There's the stuff we've talked about on Discord about Whippet wanting to familiarize herself with the with her new hometown, her new residence.
Okay.
Specifically, she's curious if there are any. She'd be curious to find out about any local crime fighters, maybe presumably ones that are like too far off the radar to get media attention or feature or notice. I know there's Mr. Manhattan, but there's got to be more.
There are. And Manhattan tends to get some attention, at least locally. He's not a big name, countrywide or anything. Kind of like Dynaman. He's big in his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are definitely dominating the news cycles, though.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I want to be a good guest and not just. I'm concerned that we're gonna come off as like the loudmouth out of towners are coming in and soaking up all the oxygen.
All right, so you're getting
bound to bite us in the butt anyway.
Nah,
Like,
surely not. All right, so Whippet is learning the lay of the land and going out and trying to run into other vigilantes.
Yeah.
Is there anything the influencer will be up to?
Maybe study up some more on Mary Contrarian.
Okay.
Or also, how did you describe it, Mike? We didn't want to step on toes, or how'd you put it?
Oh, using up being a bad guest and using up all the oxygen coming in.
Which is probably exactly what influencer would want to do. Because,
right.
Because his goal, obviously, is to replace Spear and any other current heroes.
Oh, really? I know you've shown clear disdain for Spear. Interesting.
I just think it would be better for the company to take on that role. Because I am a company man.
You can't trust the government. But when has a big corporation ever done anything?
Obviously, I'm not saying he's correct.
You're just saying what he's thinking and what he wants to do. I understand.
Yeah.
All right, Boogeyman. What are you going to spend the next 2 days doing?
Was that Boogeyman or Skater Boy? You broke up.
Oh, Boogeyman.
I am going to be programming a worm to basically give me access to to any hidden files and just give me full access to any information on their servers.
All right, so you're hacking the company.
Well, more or less, yeah.
Nice.
Your employer, who's been nothing but kind to you.
Mm-hmm.
And Skater Boy. We'll get back to the roles for the hacking in just a second.
Yeah, not a problem.
Skater Boy, what would you be doing over the next 2 days?
I'm just keeping up with like my doctor and checking on the skate shacks and like getting some skating in at like the local parks.
Okay. I would assume somewhere as big as Detroit.
He has to stay true to his roots.
Mm-hmm.
I have to like make sure the business is running. Like union fees have to like get paid.
Yeah, there's quite a few skate parks. There's actually quite a few skate parks in and around Detroit. Including one called United Skates of America. I misread it like twice. Looking at the map, I misread it like twice. It's like, why would they put the country's name? Oh. Okay. You get a little bit of media attention, at the skate parks. Give me a willpower roll.
Like, oh no.
Remember, willpower is also your social stat.
I got a 6.
Hang on, I'm trying to find my blank utility character sheet. Alright. Alright, you need to beat a 7. So, okay, that you don't do spectacularly well, on camera.
It looks like I'm just more kind of frustrated talking to them because they're ruining the vibe at the park.
That might be what it is. You seem a little annoyed talking to them. You get along with the kid, get along with the kids at the park, fine. Let's see, whip it. What would we even roll to see if you could track down any of the other vigilantes?
Awareness.
I guess awareness would be the best we would have, yeah.
Right, not my strong suit, but you know what? Here we go.
Or you could do a split willpower and awareness.
Let's not overcomplicate this. All right. So that's a 6 and a 6, so marginal success. So you managed to run into one, sort of. Let's see. I just realized I don't have a random person or a hero name picked out yet. Who would you have run into? We'll go with Tomcat. Tomcat's a good one for you to have run into. All right, so you're out doing, you're out basically patrolling, but it's really you're really just learning parts of the, learning different parts of the city, keeping an eye out for other vigilantes.
Mm-hmm.
Carol gets over the radio. Hey, we've got a incident. She gives you an address. When you get there, the situation seems to be wrapped up. The police are talking to a man in a cat motif suit. From info the company's got just on people in the city, Tomcat's a known quantity. And like I said, the police are talking to him. The media's coming up with the cameras and they're talking to him. And then somebody spots Whippet.
Oh, okay.
So all the news cameras turn towards you.
Oh, okay. I don't suppose I could. I guess I probably could have come in a little more stealthy. Oh no, don't mind me. I'm just here to say hello. I didn't want to interrupt.
All right. Give me a willpower roll.
Sure.
Oh, the news folks are like, oh, you're not interrupting anything, They start asking you if you were involved in, shutting down it was just a robbery. That was in the process of going bad when Tomcat showed up.
No, that was for the work of, and I would know. So I have heard of this person before.
Yes, he you've got kind of at least one picture of him that's been, one time he's been caught on camera. The company had a little reports out on, on some of the people. They don't have pictures of everybody, but.
Yeah, so Whippet will just say, nope, that was all Tomcat here. Looks like you had things well in hand. Oh, I'm Whippet, by the way. I'll extend my hand to shake. Hopefully he takes it. It was he, right?
Oh yeah, Tomcat was a guy. Yeah, he reaches out, shakes your hand. Is pleased to meet you. And before he can say anything else, the news crews are throwing questions at you. One or two of them are like, well, how long have you known what Tomcat? Most of them, they're wanting to talk about, what happened, the riot a couple of days ago, or, if there's any leads on Mary Contrary, her name has gotten out, so.
Right. No, we're still hard at work following that up. So Tomcat, I don't mean to interrupt. If what was I going to say? Actually, I'll just say. Anyway, no rush, but whenever you're wrapped up, whenever you wrap up with the authorities, I was wondering if you'd be interested in talking for a bit. Just wanted to, as the newcomer in town, I just wanted to introduce myself and.
Let's see. You rolled a 7. The difficulty was 9, though. So yeah, you're trying to talk to him. The news people keep interrupting. And finally, Tomcat just sort of slips away while they're talking to you. He gives you a sympathetic look as you're surrounded by these reporters. He doesn't seem upset or annoyed or anything. Are you with us, Mike? Has Mike frozen for anybody else? Or am I the
I think
frozen
I'm
one?
coming back.
I
Okay.
hear him.
Sorry about that.
It happens. So what was the last
anyway,
thing you heard me say?
I think you asked. Um, I think I just introduced myself to Tomcat, and I think what you might have missed was what that would have said. I don't want to rush your business here with the authorities, but I was wondering if you'd be interested in perhaps sharing notes. I know my friends are newcomers to the city, and
So while you're
Yes,
trying to
okay.
have this conversation with him, the news people just keep interrupting and keep poking cameras in faces. Uh, uh, and eventually Tomcat just sort of slips away. He kind of gives you a sympathetic look, as the reporters are swarming you.
oh, okay.
He doesn't seem
Okay.
too annoyed or anything, but he may also be using you as a chance to get away.
Do you have a okay? As he heads off, I just yeah. Do you have a Tomcat signal?
He just sort of shakes his head. You see him speak
Do you
very
know where to
briefly
find
to him.
us? Actually, she'll also yell out there. You know where to find us, please. And then she'll sigh and tend to the media. Feed the hounds.
All right, Boogeyman.
Yes, sir.
You need to give me a roll for Mr. Man's hacking.
All right, I'm gonna tap, burn a determination point, and tap a lot of brains, a little budget. Give myself a +2 to that.
I'm just picturing you doing this all on one of those little flippers. All right, they'd have had they wouldn't have had a probably comic book level genius guy do their security, but they'd have had somebody decent come in and do their security. So we'll give him a
Oh, crap.
6 intelligence plus at least 1 on technology. All right. I figured you'd rolled bad, but you haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, no, I accidentally closed roll 20.
That makes it difficult to roll.
It does. Now let's try that again.
Well, 8 is the number to beat.
And
Whoever installed the security was clearly doing it on a Friday.
all right, I hit the button. Why is the dice not doing the
We're
thing?
rolling. We're rolling.
We're thinking about rolling.
Let me close my sheet, reopen it, see if that fixes anything. Intellect 4. There we. That sounded like a lot of rolls all at once. Oh, nope. Okay. Just 15.
All right, so the D6 plus 6 plus. Oh, okay, yeah, because it would have been a 5 on the actual dice. Yeah, I see how it works.
8.
8, so 8. Oh, you only beat it by 7.
Damn, I guess I got caught and I'm fired now.
Yeah, you slip in there without too much trouble. Probably because you're in the you're in the building. You've got proximity to some of the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of security gets a whole lot weaker once you're in a facility, though. So you've set that up, and it's opening up access to pretty much the company mainframe. At least the mainframe here in this building. This is not the only building they've got. But it is kind of the corporate headquarters. Is there anything specific Boogeyman wants to root around for?
Oh, I'm just gonna be rooting around for any unusual activity, any, emails. I might use the word domination or replication or whatever. Just I'm looking for corporate supervillain stuff, basically.
Well, you definitely find domination in a lot of emails. The ones you glance at, it's always like corporate domination or domination of this, segment of the market, or
Mm-hmm.
It sounds more nefarious than what it is when you actually look at it.
Yeah.
There is one email from one of the larger shareholders asking if the mind control satellite tech could be used to influence purchasing decisions. He gets a lot of responses from the legal department talking about how many different ways they would get sued out of existence if they tried that. The absolute PR nightmare if that email ever got leaked.
I am copying that email.
Oops.
I'm on good terms with her right now, but if they fire me or I leave under a cloud, well, burn the place down on the way out. Man after my own heart. So you have your entrance or your back door, but of course it's a whole lot of information to go through.
Yeah.
If you wanted to look at everything the company's involved in.
I just want to throw out there that the people need guidance for their purchasing options.
It's analysis paralysis if you just go out there and everything on the shelf you could buy. You do find one email chain that's about using the mind control, trying to adapt the mind control technology to work on whales, so they could sell it
on whales,
so they could sell it to the super rich people with yachts to put on their thing to stop the killer whales from breaking the backs of their boats.
Oh.
I love orcas.
Well, that's just going to lead to whale fights. And I'm copying that email also.
Eventually, the security staff's going to notice, why does Boogeyman keep coming in with new or new SSDs every few days?
I'm pirating video games.
On the company Ethernet?
Well,
Yes.
that's probably not a firing offense, but somebody is from HR is probably going to come talk to you.
Yeah.
So you spend 2 days like that, and there's some petty crimes that y'all probably stop because you are out patrolling pretty regular. And then 2 days later, Dennis comes over the radios. If you're out in this, if you're out in town somewhere, he comes over the radio. If you're in the base, you get the little alarm to let you know something's going on. He tells you the police have gotten several calls about an apparent explosion on Zug Island. Let me just just pull this up.
On what?
Zug Island. It's a heavily industrialized island. Right at the American-Canadian border.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's in that part of Detroit where, you know, you travel east into Canada.
Uh-oh.
But,
Any indication of any initial indication of what caused it?
they're not sure. Like I said, this is just people calling in to the police.
Okay.
And then the police talking about it over the police radio, which is how she's picking it up. You know.
Do we need to get our hazmat gear?
There will be little respirator masks in the flyer. You shouldn't need anything more than that. Yeah, hopefully. Pretty sure that'll do.
All right. Well.
So yeah, y'all load up in the flyer, or if you're already out patrolling, you get picked up by the flyer once everybody else is loaded into it.
Sounds good.
Let's see. The pilot starts off by doing a flyby of the island. So everybody give me awareness checks, please. All right. 9 was the number you needed to beat.
Rolled twice for some reason.
Well, it was to make up for earlier when it wasn't rolling.
Apparently.
All right, we'll go with the 10, which beats the 9 that I rolled. So y'all are all looking out, whichever window you're sitting next to, as the pilot takes you across the or takes you around the island. Did I name y'all's pilot?
Yeah, we had one. Let me check my notes.
Was it Daniel Dodds?
Yeah, that's right. It was alliterative.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, Daryl Dodds.
Oh, yep. My bad, handwriting.
Dobbs. Excuse me, Daryl Dobbs.
I wrote the name down and didn't write down who he was. Alright, so Daryl flies you over the island. Boogeyman, you're the first one to notice. As you can see, the majority of the island is, industrial hellscape. And there's a couple different businesses. Even the one of the rail companies has a big presence on the island. One of the big switching stations or whatever I think is on there. But Boogie, what catches your interest? There is a hole in the ground over here in this green, in the greenery. But you're seeing people in orange suits come crawling out. And then there was like a flash of green light, and something's going down there.
Point this out to everybody. The suits, do they look like hazmat suits or like power armor? Or Power Rangers outfits?
It looks more prison orange.
Oh
Boy.
You're high enough up that you're not making a lot of detail, but it's like, Well, everybody crawling out of that hole is wearing bright orange. Then you see like a flash of green light and you see somebody go flying. Then you see somebody in orange, like it's like his arms catch on fire and then he shoots the fire off at somebody.
None of us fly, do we? I mean, I guess that's why you had to fly air.
That's why Daryl's here.
I can like fly once.
Daryl looks over his shoulder at all, or at Scatterboy specifically. Well, if you hold on a second, I'll get you closer to the ground. I assume y'all want me to, put down close to, the dangerous spot.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we should ask our chair, today's chair, to trace the flyer. We just give the heads up that there's a flyer that's already getting away.
That's it. Dennis will be alerting the authorities.
Also, like, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit us all with like the spray on knee pads if everyone's okay with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Boogeyman's just gonna stand up, T-pose to make sure he gets all nice and covered.
Spray away.
Like you're spraying a little kid with sunscreen.
The cloud of pink smoke once more happens inside the vehicle.
Daryl doesn't say anything. He's gotten used to it. And, the idea that this stuff might let him survive a crash is not lost on him. All right, so he sits down in the wooded area. Or he doesn't land. He hovers like 4 feet off the ground, and y'all can hop out.
Yeah.
And then he will take the flyer somewhere safe.
Yeah, steer clear of the flyer.
And yeah, at this distance, you can clearly see that it's people in prison outfits.
So this was just like an industrial park, right?
Correct. There have been urban legends. Well, there's a few urban legends about Zug Island. One is the hum. But it usually kicks in the evenings. So, but both people in Detroit and people across the border in Canada have complained about the hum. There's also like been urban legends of a secret prison up underneath the island.
Oh. Well,
and Dennis rattles this one off to you, while y'all are disembarking. Once he gets a camera feed, he can see the uniforms. Like, oh, people always said there was a prison up under here.
It looks like standard, like the kind of stuff that recognized, prisons would put their prisoners in, right? It's not like some kind of like different design.
No, it's pretty much the standard. Think standard orange prison outfit. I say standard. I'm sure they all vary slightly, but now you do see a couple of big guys that clearly have these like super oversized shackles on it. The chain is broken currently, but they've still got kind of the wristband parts or the ankle. Yeah, the ankle parts. There is someone here already. Looks like trying to contain them.
Oh, the Tomcat.
And you see that's where the flash, Boogeyman, those flashes of light you were seeing, and one that sent a prisoner flying was most likely coming from her.
Fun.
Let me find my hand. Or did I not make a handout for her? How did I make the Zug Island hand out and then forgot to throw her art in there? All right, this is who you see.
So far, the image seems broken to me, at least.
May still be uploading it then.
Okay.
Looks like Miss Manhattan, basically.
Oh,
It's definitely the same color scheme. Where Mr. Manhattan had a the atom thing just on the chest of his suit. Hers seems to be in some kind of, I don't know, amulet, metal, something.
this is Animatrix, is it, or is it someone else?
The Animatrix? No, she was in like yellow and black.
Okay.
And you see her fire, the flashes of green light as her firing green beams from her eyes. Occasionally you'll see her gesture with her hand, and there'll be like this, almost like a distortion around the hand, and people will go flying.
Perhaps telekinesis.
But that's what you see right now.
Do we have any intel on her? Like, is she a known quantity in the city?
Dennis tells you no. This is the first he's ever seen of her. He notes the same similarities to Mr. Manhattan's costume that you noticed.
Do we have his number? And we can just call and ask? Because I don't want to get near that.
He's like, well, I don't think we do. Hey, let me look. Let me see what I can find. Meanwhile, there is a squad of people approaching her.
Yep. Other people in orange jumpsuits or other?
So far, you've only seen other people in orange jumpsuits.
All right.
So what's the team going to do?
Honestly, I kind of just want to flag him down and ask the ones that are coming up to us. So, secret prison?
You say that to one of the people in orange?
Yeah.
Would he attack you, or would he just... You asked that, he turns around and sees you. Oh, crap, it's the boogeyman. Is it a secret prison? We didn't know where we were at. Where are we?
Zug Island.
Zug Island. I'm in Detroit?
Yeah.
Huh. They picked me up.
So, yeah. Who picked you up?
The Oregonian, or Oregonian, how you say it. Like, I was over in Portland when I got busted. Why'd they ship me on the way over here?
Was there anything weird going on in the secret prison here? 'Cause honestly, like, I'd honestly prefer not to fight because it seems really shady. Even if y'all are, technically convicts. I mean, like, did you even have a trial or anything?
Oh yeah. I was going down for a dime, yeah.
Yeah, like power people used to get put in like hidden prisons so that they would get like bust out less.
I guess that explains why there's so many very obviously empowered people here.
Well, thanks for letting me know where I'm at. I'll just go now. We don't have to fight.
Hold up. What were we in for? It wasn't touching kids, was it?
No, what? No. I just like assaulted a guy, to get at his. I beat up a couple of guys guarding and driving a armored car.
I'm gonna whisper into Boogeyman's ear. It's like, don't make it weird.
Sometimes you gotta check.
No, man. I just beat some people up. Might have crippled one guy. The entire time he's saying this, he's still kind of backing away from y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like 4 costume people in front of you.
Listen, would you all just mind sitting tight, sitting pretty? Like, y'all might end up actually with a commuted sentence if you don't, like, try to jump us or try to escape here, because this still seems really dubiously legal, the setup here.
Give me a willpower roll. See how convincing you are to him.
Alright, would I be able to add my law specialty to this?
I'll allow it.
Alright.
Alright, so it's a 10. The difficulty was 10, so marginal success. The guy you're talking to is like, okay, I'll sit down over here. And he goes and he sits down. A couple of other guys that were kind of hanging around while he was doing his talking, they take off. Though none of them try to attack you, they just take off. Meanwhile, the blonde lady in a costume shouts across the battlefield to you. Are y'all going to help, or y'all just going to sit there and talk?
Yeah, I guess we need to break up the fight first. The
Yeah.
impending fight.
Alright. Guess it's time to kick some ass. With this incredibly dubious, maybe superhero.
What, she's in a more standard superhero costume than you are? Who are you to talk? Corporate shield.
Ah.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I mean, we really shouldn't let those guys just run off. I
I
totally
mean-
agree. If we can convince them to surrender, and if the courts decide after this has been exposed that their sentences should be commuted, that's great. But I mean, we're all metahuman. We're
Island
we
power that
know
gets
how
off.
dangerous. And I say this as a metahuman. We know how dangerous metas can be.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, there's at least 2 bridges, where roads,
Mm.
cut across. I can't tell in the south because the map I've got cuts off a little tip of the island there. But at least up in the north, there's a couple ways to get off the island.
Oh,
Of
pass
course, that would
along
also require
that,
them to know what island they're on.
Yeah. We should probably at least pass along to the authorities, hey, block off the bridges X, Y, and Z just to be safe.
Dennis tells you you'll get on that. They'll probably contact Sphere as well, since there's superhumans involved.
Yeah. I guess now we wade into an exciting situation.
Well, at the moment, there's really only one person involved in a fight. One of those big guys that still had the shackles on him. He's trying to fist fight the young lady.
Let me see if I can step in.
Okay.
I'm going to try and influence the big guy.
Okay.
My intention is to stop him long enough for her to shackle him or to subdue him and do whatever for him to be detained again.
All right, you sink into the guy. Let me see if Miss What's Her Name notices. Oh, what's her awareness? And I'm going to say it's not too difficult because you are visible while you're doing that. Oh, yeah, but you come up. He's one of those oddly proportioned or oddly large guys. So you come up and basically dive into him from the back, so she doesn't see it.
No.
So when you suddenly stand still, she just decks you.
Yeah, hold up my hand and say, "I surrender."
Okay, if you're gonna surrender, she's like, "Oh, crap! I don't have any handcuffs. Lay down on the ground and put your hands behind your head."
I will comply.
She looks over at the rest of y'all. Do y'all have any really big handcuffs?
Our buddy decided to take him for a joyride. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, there was 4 of y'all.
Mm-hmm. He can, I guess. I don't know how it works. I don't want to know how it works. It's creepy and weird, and I don't like it. But it's probably saved at least me from getting pulled in half at least twice. So I'll accept this thing. This person I have to deal with sometimes.
He just ghost possesses them. It'll be all right.
Oh well, we should
I'm
probably
so
get
glad
those
that
guys
I'm
before some of them
tolerated.
are running away.
I'm so glad that I'm tolerated by my teammates.
Oh well, I guess you don't have to stay on the ground then if you're possessed or doing the possessing.
So I'm Boogeyman. This is everybody else here is an adult. They can introduce themselves. You are
Karen.
just Karen.
Well, I don't really know you right now, so but I haven't really come up with
You
another
should
name.
say know you.
Do you have a nom de plume for your costume?
Oh no, I just sort of found this.
Hey, that sounds sketchy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the way I said it probably does. Look, I woke up in a lab. I broke out. Some stuff I read on the computer before I got out pointed me to this company called Max Tech. So I kind of went there for answers. I'm dressed in rags. I go there for answers. Nobody's there, but there is this costume. I mean, I didn't know it was a costume when I touched it, but then it was a costume.
So there's a guy named Mr. Manhattan that
Yeah, I
probably
know.
need to
And
get
she
you in,
gestures to
touch with.
this amulet thing. Yeah, he has that on his chest. This is a piece of the pod thing I was in. And when she drops it, it drops back to the suit, and you see the suit kind of up around it. Like holding it in place again.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think my costume's alive. I know. It cleans itself though, so it's great. Oh crap! We still got people getting away.
Yeah.
And as she says it, there's 2 guys about to disappear into the woods. Just as a wave of earth comes up and kind of slaps up at him and knocks him back.
Huh.
So, you woke up in a lab here?
No. I've been no. It was the north side of town.
Oh, okay.
I was just staying somewhere nearby and heard the explosion.
Okay. So should we go down the hall all together? I know what's going on here.
Well, let's round up the orange coats.
As you're talking, you see another one that's running away in another direction. You see the earth has sort of come up and envelop him. Just his head's poking out. And then a young woman flies down, standing on a chunk of rock.
Is she doing this, I'm assuming?
No, Karen looks baffled by what's going on. Now the woman on the floating rock, she might be involved.
Okay.
As you see this person. Now Karen looks like she's probably in her 20s. This is definitely a teenager. And she's just looking at you with her arms crossed. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll get the rest of them, I guess.
I mean, that sounds like great, actually. Like, if you can handle it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or were you being, like, facetious and you actually, like, need help?
Help would be nice. I just noticed y'all are standing around, flapping your gums.
Yeah, there's, like, a powered lady with very little memory who, like, is just randomly has a suit made by a tech company that we were like, that's an unknown. Where, like, guys from secret prison are, like, a known unknown. Like, a guy who can shoot fire is bad. She could literally be, like, a bomb, and we just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I don't think I'm a bomb.
Or your costume could be a bomb.
It hasn't blown up yet.
Sorry, like, bomb is a euphemism for, like, any kind of bad thing that could happen that's, like, uncontrolled.
Ah, yeah.
She's like, the younger lady's like, fine. She lifts back off.
Thank you. We're sorry.
Yeah, y'all just gonna do me like Tomcat.
Yep.
Like, we'll go stand at the hole and knock people back down, I guess.
Huh?
Meanwhile, like, Karen, are you okay with, like, coming with us?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, thank you.
You said there's a prison under here?
Like,
I mean, they were dressed like prisoners. I get that, but and she's like, "Oh yeah, never mind. There were always rumors about this place." Who wants to go first?
Boogeyman will go.
All right, Karen floats down next to you. And there's like, there is a layer of dirt, of earth. And then there's some cement reinforcement. And then you just drop down into a fairly normal looking hallway.
Any doors or anything, or just like a straight shot?
Let's see. There are several doors. They look like just typical interior doors, not, cell doors. But one moment while I ban a bot.
Mm.
There we go. they were wanting to sell us views or viewers. The last part sounds illegal. All right. So yeah, so Karen walks up, opens one of the doors, looks in. It looks like some kind of office.
Ooh, you always find good stuff in an office. I'm gonna step on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somebody's office. There's family pictures on the wall. There's pictures of him like shaking hands, of somebody shaking hands with like, previous mayors. Trying to think of how a prison offices would be decorated. I guess like a regular office. He's got a desk. He's got his computer. It's one of those where it's not necessarily the entire computer, but one, just a station that probably plugs into the mainframe.
Mm-hmm. Do I have a signal down here on my cell phone?
You lost the signal almost as soon as you walked away from the hole once you got down.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna root around in the desk, look for any like paperwork, stuff like that.
You find paperwork from the Department of Corrections. Go ahead and give me an awareness roll. If you've got, I guess, investigate or something, you would factor in.
Does law work?
That's more legal system kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right, and you said awareness?
Awareness, yes. 6 is the number to beat.
And
Grab it.
+2 for
Is everyone doing
investigation.
that?
All right, so you got an 11. So beat it by 5, so massive success. So yeah, this appears to be the warden's office. Robert McLemore is the warden.
Does the name ring any bells? As I take photos, I ask Karen as I take photos of everything.
Oh, you're asking her if she knows the name?
Yeah.
No, she's got no idea who it is.
Yeah. And I guess I'll poke at the workstation.
Okay. What are the rest of y'all doing while he's doing this?
Looking for actual corrections officers. We don't see not even like bodies here.
No, you haven't seen anybody on this floor. Or not in the hallway, not in the one office you've looked in anyway.
I'd be looking for that.
On all the paperwork, what's the most recent date?
The most recent date it's like I don't know, 3 days ago, a day ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like it was still in use.
Yeah. It doesn't
It's
look
not like
like
they got abandoned.
it. It doesn't look like the place is new by any means, but it doesn't look just worn down either. There's a little dirt in the corners.
Yeah,
But
like,
it's clearly
not
clean
an
on a
abandoned
regular.
prison.
Right. All the lighting still seems to work, other than right over there close to where the hole was punched to the roof.
And there's no one down the hall or anything like that.
Give me awareness rolls.
Not bad.
All right. So you do just a quick survey. There's nobody in any of the other, some of the other doors are other offices. One looks like one opens up into a server room. There's some storage, some janitorial stuff. You don't find any bodies until you get to an elevator, and when you open the elevator, there's somebody laying in the elevator.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're already gone. There's nothing we can do to.
Well, let's check that. Is there a pulse?
Yeah, you probably don't have to roll for a pulse. There is a weak pulse.
Okay, and we are going to administer what first aid we know how to
Okay.
do.
So it looks like the way this guy's shoulder is, you figure a bunch of the bones up in here are broken. There's a huge bruise on the side of his face is on the same side of his body. And there is a slight dent in the elevator wall where he was leaning up against it. Or well, slightly above where he was leaning against it. Almost like he got slapped into the wall and then slid down. Yeah, Karen's like, oh, he's still alive. Oh, can we move him? Can we move him? Or I mean, if all that's broken,
And we don't have a cell phone to call for help because we get no signal down here.
there was a phone in the warden's office.
Oh, that is true.
Gatorade, could you spray him with something to keep it like a foam to keep his body in place? Something like the spray pads?
I could
mean,
probably
I
come
could
up with something like that.
I can like try to find something to help him out. Sure.
Start digging through the jorts.
I'll just I'll root around in my jorts for a gadget.
All right, what gadget do you want?
I'll look for a rank 2 bottle of Regenerex.
So something with healing, basically.
It'll be the regeneration power where you can heal up periodically.
All right,
just to help him
what
fix
power
it faster.
level? What power level?
Rank 2.
All right, so that means that the difficulty is 2. All right, so you need a 6.
And I will go ahead and pop 1 tab of my probability control to help it out.
Okay.
Hey, got it.
All right, so you hands in pockets, and then you come out with this little spray bottle.
Yeah, and I put on a rubber glove on my left hand and just kind of spray it on his shoulder and just rub it in gently.
Maybe a little on the side of his face where the bruise is.
Yeah, just be like, that'll help, like, patch you up over the next, like, 2 hours.
Oh, well, he's unconscious. He's not feeling anything right now.
It'll help, like, patch him up over the next 2 hours.
Karen kind of scoops him up very carefully. I'll go put him in one of the offices. And she goes in there and lays him out on the floor in one of the offices and tries to position this shoulder kind of right. Do we need to set this, or is it going to heal back right?
We have to set it.
It'll, like, probably need to be, like, positioned.
She starts fiddling with his arm. Yeah, that looks about right. Meanwhile, Boogeyman is working on the warden's computer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a computer use roll. Or technology,
right.
whatever it falls under. Yeah, gonna be decent security on here. Not with that roll, though. 7 is the number to beat.
And that's a 9.
Okay. So yeah, you pull up. The warden has clearly been working on something and his session hasn't timed out yet. So you get in there and you start figuring out, how the file's organized and what to look for. So far, everything you're finding, this place is run like this place is a prison. He's making reports. You see where there's reports to basically his bosses in the Department of Corrections. Lots of reports going out to Spear as well.
Okay, so they've known about a secret supervillain prison. Which, again, established not unusual from back in the day.
Yeah, and a quick check tells you that this facility here goes back decades.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You can access the security footage. Go ahead and give me an awareness roll to see because you're having to skim this stuff fairly quickly.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Just flipping through footage real quick. You flash through, and then you're like, wait a second. And you zip back to the previous one. You start playing it. And you see a woman in a kind of a Harlequin-looking costume.
Mm-hmm.
She's just walking by, opening door. Doesn't seem to be unlocking. And this is cell door she's opening. She has to reach out and grab the cage and fling it open, peek in there, and then go. And the guy in an orange jumpsuit will creep out, and look around, and then take off.
Does she look at all familiar?
Well, she's in the same Harlequin outfit y'all have seen her in before. Yes, it is definitely Mary Contrary.
Ah. Curses. And I let everybody know. Come out of the office and let everybody know what happened.
And Karen's like, who's Mary Contrary? Who would name themselves that?
A little Victorian woman possessed by a powerful trickster spirit. Recently got free. As in free of her confinement.
Then why would she come back to a jail if she just got out?
I think she probably just thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, I think she just wanted to let the prisoners free to unleash chaos.
Alright, so we need to punch the little clown girl if we see her.
Feel free to try that.
So do we need to go down deeper into the prison now, or?
I guess, because they probably have, like, hostages or something.
We do have that contact card from the Crucible we could try.
And it might work here underground.
Well, I think we should probably, like, hold on to that until we see Mary.
Yeah. Confirm if she's still here. Go down further into the suck.
Also, like, Karen, do not touch her. She can, like, copy powers of people she touches.
Oh, neat.
And with her, like, whole thing being what she is, she may, like, know more about your powers than you do.
Well, that wouldn't take much. Did any of you guys get instructions for your powers?
Like kind of, sorta.
Really? Oh, just been a smart ass.
Yeah, like one of my parents could like see the future, so they like told me how to do the things to get like my abilities running.
Huh. I can't even find my parents since I woke up. And she heads off to the elevator. Curtis, are you still running around in the big guy?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Okay.
Because we did not had the chance to safely unload him yet.
Well, no, because y'all basically sent the Earth controller off to do something. Yep.
Otherwise, the answer would be no, but I'm still keeping him under wraps. Unless he can break free.
Let's see. You're supposed to have him for a scene. So I'll say y'all going down the elevator with the start of the next scene. So go ahead and give me another roll of the powers to see if you can maintain control. Massive success again, so you've got him for this entire next scene.
You know, in all fairness, you would think that would downgrade after time. With
What, your
each roll
control?
you have to make. Yeah.
I don't know, because in essence, you're both brain arm wrestling. So, like, you'd both get tired at about the same pace.
Yeah. I guess so.
And, you'd have to sleep eventually. You're not
Yeah,
re-upping
that's
your
true.
control in your sleep, so. You might lay down in the possessed body and then wake up and the two of you would be sharing a bed.
Awkward.
Alright, so y'all are down the elevator. When the door opens, you can see some signs of fighting. Scorched walls, bent railing. There's a few people laid out, both in prisoner suit in uniforms and in the guard uniforms. Some of them are just unconscious. At least a couple of them are dead. You hear some fighting off in the distance.
I suggest that we go check out that fighting.
Yep.
So you hustle down there. You see a small group of guards, and the warden. You recognize the warden, because he had pictures. He had family pictures up, so y'all know what he looks like. You have a couple of prisoners charging them. One's kind of large. He's not unusually tall. He's tall. He's tall. He's 6'2" or whatever, but he's very, very muscled up. Unusually muscled up. And another fella with kind of an distended mouth with fangs and like claws at the end of his hands. As they approach, you see the warden point his hand at one of them, at the clawed fella, and suddenly all the guy's physical anatomy looks normal again.
Interesting.
Huh.
And when you get some on the guard, several of the guards start popping him with their basically like tonfas or whatever. But then the big guy runs in and like slaps one guard out of the way. Clearly you got at least low level enhanced strength. All right, so what are y'all doing?
Boogeyman's going to try and really quickly whip up a binding agent. Basically, that expanding foam he trapped. What was his name? Fred? In at the break-in?
What was his name?
You mean Big Bill?
Oh, the just the zombie guy in the zombie, one of the guys in the zombie costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Y'all did have that poor guy trapped in that stuff for a while. All right. So what is the power level of the gadget?
It's going to be rank 5.
Okay. Yeah, 6 is the number to beat. That's not
Doable, doable.
Yeah. Beat it by 6, so you got a 12. Definitely no problem whipping together that phone. You already had the ingredients on hand.
I'm just steadily shaking the little canister I mixed it up in.
Oh yeah, but you have to spend a round doing that, don't you?
Yep.
All right, influencer, what are you doing?
So who's menacing the
real muscular
prison?
guy? The clawed guy got
Muscular guy?
reverted to normal, and they're now beating on him. I mean, he's still fighting back, but it's
Right. Then I'm gonna go try and separate the muscular guy from the warden.
Okay.
With my fist.
All right, give me a prowess roll. All right, marginal success. So you hit. Your body's strength is currently a 7, or your current body's strength is a 7. So marginal success means half damage. All right, so he takes 3. And he just looks at you. What the crap, Kowalski?
What did he call me?
Kowalski.
Kowalski.
And like he looks surprised that you walked him and punched him. It's like what the crap, man?
Like,
The
huh,
warden
that's
also
funny.
looks surprised.
Maybe I had a change of heart.
The warden kind of squints his eyes. That accent is all wrong.
Oopsie.
And the warden like notices everybody else. Y'all really shouldn't be here, but I'm kind of glad you're here.
There's like a big hole to the outside world.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And with that, he turns and starts gesturing towards the big guy that you just punched, influencer. And suddenly that guy starts losing muscle mass.
Like in a time limit kind of way, or like the warden has a power reduction power kind of way.
You definitely think it's something the warden's doing to him. And like he doesn't get scrawny. He's still a dude in decent shape. But he's gone from like comic book muscle man to, dude on the street that's in decent shape. And then he turns around and tries to run, but some of the other guards around the warden jump him at that point. And you know, the now unconscious guy that they were previously fighting, he's got his unusual features back now, but he's still unconscious.
Oh, it's like a one at a time thing.
The warden nods. It's a real useful ace to have up your sleeve. But in a riot, there's just too many people. So I guess the explosion that let him in, let our intruder in, must have alerted the outside world.
A little bit.
Great.
So like, her name's Mary. Is she like still in the building?
I believe so.
Great.
Before she started taking out cameras, the last I saw, she had let our guest of honor out.
Who's your guest of honor?
Yeah, who would that happen to be?
Are you familiar with a villain that goes by the Reliquary?
Ooh.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we had to keep him somewhere.
Yeah, like
I
we're all
I
pretty
look at
aware of him.
Boogeyman. It's like you still have that card, right?
Yep. He is
Yeah.
digging that crap out of his jacket just as fast as he can.
You come out with a gold coin.
I think the
Yep.
time to use it is now.
Yeah, like crack it before he can get like snuck attack.
I am just scrubbing that thing with my thumb. Come on, pick up.
Karen's like, dude, that's like a gold coin. What? Were
It's
you
a
trying to
magic
find
gold coin.
Oh. Okay.
It's like
What?
it's
no one
like
ever told
a
you to.
one-way radio to like a big magic guy.
No one ever told you to invest in gold.
Not that if they did, I don't remember it.
No.
So do you remember what
Also,
the
just-
instructions were with the coin?
Just rub it once with my thumb, right?
I think it was rub it with your thumb, and did you have to think his name or say his name?
Yes.
Who said?
Crucible.
All right. In your mind, you hear a response. Yes, this is the Crucible.
Hey, so there's a weird fucked up supervillain prison under Zug Island. Mary broke into it, released everybody, and the Reliquary is here. Please come. I kind of made him mad last time we met.
The coin suddenly starts getting very, very warm in your hand, and that's through your glove.
I throw that on the ground.
It hits the ground, it skitters the water, like, what is going on? And then light kind of erupts out of it, and there's a big puff of smoke, or white mist. And then the Crucible is standing there.
Ah.
Sorry
We've
to
been
disturb you.
bamboozled.
So hey, like just before we start, this could be like a super duper trap for you. So like, because like if Mary knows you're on her trail, then she's gonna like go for the Reliquary, and the Reliquary is like knows how to fight you. So like, be careful.
The Crucible looks around like he's getting his bearings, realizes, okay, prison. He just said a prison. He looks down at the warden. Tell me they were not dumb enough to store his relics here. And the warden's like, it wasn't my decision, but we do have a
Are
very
you
strong
serious?
vault. Yes, it was seriously not my decision.
Okay, where's the vault?
Yeah, we better check out that vault.
He starts digging at his key cards. This way. One of the men with him's like, "Sir, they don't have authorization to be here. Period. They definitely don't have. It's on my head." Hustling off, he's like, "It's more important that we stop these guys from getting out."
I'll tell us like, look, I appreciate your concern, but we're the best equipped to help right now.
Yeah. So yeah, he takes you to this express elevator. You go down. It takes you a minute or so to get to the bottom of the shaft. It opens up and the air is a lot more moist. Like the walls aren't slick or anything, but it just seems to be more damp down here. The light's already on, and it's modern lighting. Down here doesn't look too different from upstairs, other than it's a little dustier down here. You're not sure they get down here. The janitorial staff gets down here as often. Give me awareness rolls. Does anyone have any sort of enhanced hearing?
No. Not on my end, at least.
Okay.
Did it roll? I don't think it did.
All right, so 8 was the number to beat. No, 7 was the number to beat. Excuse me.
Why am I not wrong?
Whip it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you give me an awareness roll?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't missing it. All right, so 7 was the number to beat. Influencer beat it, and Boogeyman.
Oh, did I roll? I didn't hear. I did roll. Okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 9.
Sorry. It was
So
being hinky on me.
You hear talking up ahead of you. Influencer, you're pretty sure it's a man and a lady talking. She sounds young. Boogeyman, you're able to make out a little bit of the conversation. The older man is going, "Thank you, Mary. That cell was kind of cramped. And thank you for, helping me get my possessions back. But I have to wonder, why are you busting me out? And how did you find me?" And she starts talking. Ooh, I just realized I had forgotten that kid's name. What was his name? Student. Oh, wait, he was a student, but he wasn't on one of the teams. Well, she drops it. You don't quite. We'll cheap out. You don't quite catch the name she says. But he was going to school. She's like, Mary was getting lonely. He was off to school, hanging out with that strumpet. So she decided she would get loose, that she would get her and Mary some company. She'd seen. Pardon?
Go ahead. She's like, she'd seen in the news that he had, that he was back.
So then she just started having to try to track down where he was, and she starts talking about divination magics, this, that, and the other, and how the magical protections in this place were kind of crap anyway. And y'all have been approaching, so by the end of it, you're hearing, by the time she's talking about the protection magics in this prison being crap, y'all are all close enough to hearing that. Karen whispers to Boogeyman, y'all said I can't touch her. Can I hit her with a desk or something?
Sure.
I think that's acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's these huge, metal doors, but they've been sort of squished to the side. And there's what looks like a large jack, like you jack up a car with between there, that is like they've been pried open that way. Like this jack does not look. It's it's comically oversized. There's no way it should be able to be jacked up, the width of a hallway like that. Karen asks you, is the clown girl like a cartoon or something?
Really powerful magic.
She's a trickster demigoddess.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess
The Crucible's like trickster entity.
really malicious Bugs Bunny, basically.
Many cultures have rabbits as their trickster gods. And then
So
Crucible steps into the room.
Oh, I was gonna be like a distraction for him. Shit.
Yeah, he steps in and basically tells Mary she has to stop. You have to stop this. Come back home. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
That'll work. That's a 10 for me.
Keep clicking the wrong buttons. Alright, let me get the... Let's see, she needs to be on the token layer. He needs to be on the token layer. Alright, so Whippet got a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Influencer got a 5. Skater Boy got a 7. And Boogeyman got a 10. To send the order. Alright. So the top of the order is the Reliquary. Well, I'm sure he's not going to do anything nasty.
Wouldn't dream of it.
No, not at all. So he immediately tries to stab the Crucible with his spear. Because, why not? Alright, so Crucible steps in, starts talking to Mary. Reliquary, without missing a beat, whips up and attempts to stab him with the spear. And the spear passes through right where he was, but just before it touches him, he disappears in a puff of smoke and reappears on the other side of the room. Then it's Mary's go. You hear her giggle and basically go, boys, don't fight over me. Oh, and we don't want to be interrupted. And she waves her hand, and that jack suddenly collapses, and the doors slap back shut. Like they unbend as the jack shrink, as the jack goes down. So you now have these big metal doors in front of you.
Aren't that Mary?
Then it's Boogeyman's go.
I'm gonna ask the warden. Do you know how to get this thing open?
I should be able to. And he's still looking up at where that jack is, like, between the doors now. None of that making any sense.
Don't worry about it. It's magic superpower bullshit. You should be used to it by now.
The day-to-day operations of the prison are actually, fairly boring. We've had very few breakouts. And he goes up, he key cards the thing, he puts in a code, he puts his hand down, something else opens, he leans forward and lets it scan his eye. And then the door starts to open. The jack drops to the ground, when the door is no longer holding it. And they get about, they get most of the way open before they kind of jam up. Because where the jack was in the middle of them, there was still a little ripple in the middle there.
Yeah.
But you can definitely enter the room safely now. And it's a decently large room with just shelves and shelves of stuff. But the stuff's in armored, almost looks like armored containers.
Mm-hmm. Storing the supervillain gear right by the super. Why?
The warden's like, it was not my ideal, I assure you. But they were like, we already have the staff here to handle these guys.
Most of the stuff you should just destroy.
Have you ever known a government to throw away a perfectly usable weapon?
No, and I've taken a couple too, and
No, it's awfully inconvenient.
mm-hmm. The Crucible isn't dead yet, is he?
No. No, it's only been a few seconds.
Okay.
All right, so basically, it took you a round getting the guy to open the doors.
Mm.
Next up is Karen. She rushes past you, Boogeyman's like, what about the old guy? Can I punch the old guy?
Gave his face in. He worked with the Nazis back in the 40s. Completely guilt-free here.
Oh, gross. And you hear the Crucible with his deep Colonel Sanders level Southern drawl. Why does everyone bring up the Germans?
Wait, the Crucible?
No, the Reliquary.
Okay.
Right, so he's going to, or she's going to take a swing. She's got martial arts. Oh, but I was looking at her coordination, not her prowess. Okay, yeah, she needs martial arts. And then the Reliquaries. Ooh, he takes a punch. Was not expecting that. So that's a 7 strength. She only beat him by 2. Okay, so yeah. So he takes some damage as Karen punches him. The warden starts backing away from all the commotion. Boogie, he basically tells you my powers don't work on magic. You know, the old man's a wizard and got magic equipment, and you said she was a goddess or something. Yeah, I'm not going to be any good to you. You know, if any of y'all get dropped, I'll try to run in and drag you out. Oh, and she's not there. Skater boy, you're up.
I will bust in there with the super speed and attempt to grapple the reliquary.
Okay. It might even work.
And,
Reliquary is not super strong.
I will, using my immense memory of the occult and having dated a sorcerer, I will know magicians are scary, but they are wrestleable. And I will tap a determination point and my probability control to attempt to grapple this man.
All right, give me a wrestling roll then. I believe this
All
is
right,
just his
and
prowess
that's 1,
or
2,
his
3.
coordination for that.
It's a 10.
All right. Where's wrestling? There we go. Yeah, greater the target's prowess or coordination. His coordination is better. Oh, max roll of 11. That beats your 10 by 1.
Gross.
So yeah, you rush in there. He's like, "Darnation, get off me!" And he sort of pushes you back with the spear. Not like the pointy end of the spear, but just, you know, he's holding a stick. You do that as he starts pushing off.
Oh, and like, hey, Mary.
Hey, what? Oh, Mary, yeah. She waves. Hey, Skater Boy. You guys found me quick. It was the explosion, wasn't it?
No, I put like a cosmic tracker on your back. You don't know about it yet. It'll be like 2 weeks, and then you'll find it, and then you go back in time and slap me for it.
I get to time travel in the future. Sweet. Whip it. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to try to grab that spear. Let me see. Grab with whip.
All right, needs a grab, so he'll resist that with his strength, I believe.
Oh, wow.
All right, you beat it by 4. So are you bringing it to your hand, or are you just flinging it behind you?
You know, it'll be. I think it'll be more fun if I just took it into hand.
All right, so you now have the spear of Lou in one hand and a whip in the other.
Okay. Do I feel anything when I take hold of it?
No, nothing specific. It's just a spear, and up close that you can make a lot of Celtic looking decorations on it.
Oh, neat. All right. Well, at least the Reliquary doesn't have that to play with anymore for now.
Influencer, you're up.
Sorry, my phone. I am. Is there something I can throw at Mary?
There's some of those,
Okay, I got a spear here.
Oh God.
That might not be a good idea. Like a
Uh,
desk or shelf, anything.
there are a lot of those containers, like heavily built, almost armored-looking containers laying around.
I'll pick up one of those and throw it at Mary.
Okay. Alright, so we a coordination roll. And then Mary's coordination. And I think athletics. Does athletics count into your dodge for ranged?
I don't know.
If you have super speed, I think it can.
No, there's one trait. There's one especially that does kind of like martial arts does for.
Then it, I think it is athletics. And then if you have super speed, you can toss projectiles back,
Yeah, that sounds right.
or toss fast-moving projectiles like bullets back.
Yep. Ooh, she got a max roll of 14, so she is well out of the way.
I tried.
Oh, you definitely made her move.
Hey, I did something.
And then we are back to the top of the order with the reliquary. He does not look pleased with you, Whippet.
Mm-hmm.
Not pleased at all.
Don't think Don't think you're not the first cosmic level entity to fall prey to my whip.
Yes, I have seen the footage of you versus the Vasilef.
Everyone's going to be like, go for the eyes, Whippet.
Whippet took his spear, but Boogeyman beat him up the last time they met each other, so who does he really want to go after? Quite quickly, he starts rattling off some Latin while making shapes in the air with his fingers. It would almost come off as ridiculous if like trails of light didn't start following his fingers while he was doing it. And then he thrusts his hand forward, and Whippet, you feel his spear sort of pull in that direction.
Nope.
Give me a strength roll.
That's not my strong suit.
No, it is your strong suit. It just may not be a very strong suit. All right, you got a 5. He got a 7. So using his essentially a telekinesis spell, he has pulled the spear back to his hand. But that is his action for the round.
All right.
Then it's Mary's turn. And the influencer
Let's
seems to
toss up
annoy
the-
Mary every time they meet. I believe she is going to hit you with some emotions.
Is she going to give me the feels?
All right. All right, give me an awareness roll, and she will roll her emotion control. And she starts talking to you. She starts asking you how it feels to be inside a body like that. Doesn't it feel confiding or confining, I should say?
A strong body like this? Oh, I am toast.
All right. Well, she only beat you by 1. So let's see. A moderate success places the emotional quality on the target. And she is using effectively fear. Don't you ever worry about getting trapped in there, this, that, and the other. Basically, she's making you feel claustrophobic inside this body.
Basically, I can't breathe. I gotta get out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get absorbed into his psyche.
Yeah,
Yada,
just anything
yada,
like
yada.
that. And it puts the quality. Puts the quality claustrophobic. We'll say. I know it's not the exact. Probably wouldn't be the exact definition of claustrophobic. But only beating you by 1, she or one of her allies will get 1 free tapping of it. Basically you're a little distracted, so it's going to give somebody an advantage against you.
Oh, I don't have to jump out necessarily.
No, not necessarily. Though if you wanted to jump out, I would say that quality goes away at that point. Boogeyman.
Would athletics give me a bonus to throwing? Or would sleight of hand do it? That seems like pushing kind of sleight of hand's boundaries.
Are you trying to hit something, or are you just going for distance?
Trying to hit something.
No. The only combat oriented something it does is being included in your dodge.
Fair enough. All right. Then I'm gonna tap tough SOB to give myself a bonus to nailing the reliquary with the foam. I'm just gonna run up, slam it into his back.
Okay.
That'd be prowess.
Yes. He got a 9.
And
That is a major success.
8.
And then that's basically binding. And you said the power level was
5.
5. So 5. He'll need to beat that with his strength later. So yeah, the foam springs around him.
So, better or worse than vegetable oil?
I despise you, Yankee. I despise you.
You do not appreciate how little that matters to me.
Mary, dear, a little assistance. Oh, I just realized I didn't put the crucible in the initiative order. Well, we'll give him the 8 I had the warden notice that the warden's not doing anything. Let's see. Boogeyman Karen steps up next to you. All right, he's trapped now. I should stop hitting him, right?
No, knock him out, please. Knock him out. He's a wizard guy.
Hey, yeah, I saw the little hand things. Can he do that in the phone though? Well, you know what? Never mind. You better say
What are you
voice.
talking about?
There's voice only magic sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, so not all spells have somatic components. Good to know. Alright, so she tries to punch him. Ooh, that's a really sorry roll. He's just trying to twist his head to avoid. Which I'll give him a -2 on. All right, so she misses and kind of her fist kind of pops into the goo as it's still solidifying. But she gets a handbag out. She doesn't get stuck in the stuff. Ugh. What is this?
A mix of this or that, it's not going to give you cancer.
Oh, well, that's good.
We don't think it will.
Though I shoot radiation from my eyes, I don't know if cancer's a worry of mine. Ooh, or maybe it's a foregone conclusion. Let's see what this the Crucible is not involving himself in your small talk.
Mm-hmm.
You just see him rear back, and Whippet will appreciate this. As a line of golden light appears in his hand, and he whips it forward, just like a whip. Whoosh.
Oh.
Right into the Reliquary's head. Let's see, that was the... Oh, I rolled the Reliquaries. Oh, that's right, because there's not an attack roll on this. He just has to resist. So 12. Yeah, he takes half damage. The Reliquary screams as this whip of light strikes him in the head. There's no physical mark, as the Reliquary or the Crucible pulls it back. There's no physical mark left on him. Mary's like, "Hey, he's coughed. There's no reason to be that vicious."
Just really touch about whips.
I mean, he did kill. Well, oh yeah, sorry about that. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. I didn't know you were in town, though. All right, next up. There is a sort of rumbling through the room. And then the ceiling opens up. And the young lady you had outside catching people drops down. Still standing on her stone. It comes floating down. You look up, it looks like she has made a hole from the very bottom where y'all are at the very, very bottom, all the way up to the surface. Y'all are making a lot of commotion down here.
It's been a situation.
To be fair, look at your mess.
Yeah, I'm breaking some probably illegal secret government prison. I don't care. This is probably more of that spear BS.
I mean, like,
experimenting on people down here.
But by and large, this place is gonna be like older than Spear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, government's been doing super soldier stuff for a long time. Did you hear about what they were doing with the Myrmidon?
Like, vaguely?
What you heard about from the Myrmidon, there's no proof that it was the government specifically. She goes, oh, and the Primus. You know they had the Primus. That's like public knowledge. They don't even deny that anymore.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, who are the bad guys? I assume the old guy.
Old guy is reliquary, wizard guy. You can knock him around if you want, guilt free.
And Jester Lady.
But like, she's kind of just like lonely and just wants friends. But she's
Yeah.
also like chaos.
Oh. When she looks over at Mary, the ground tries to grab Mary. Let's see. Earth control.
Someone needs to get Mary a copy of How to Win Friends and Influence People.
So the ground tries to close up around Mary. Mary jumps out of the way, but it manages to grab one of her boots. Or one of her shoes, whatever. So now she's standing there with 1 foot, 1 foot bare, looking annoyed. Hey! And she reaches up and starts trying to tug her boot out of the little mound of her. Skater boy, you're up.
Hey, like, Mary, can we like call this off and you just like hang out with us sometime?
No. You'll get busy and leave. And you're old. Well, maybe not her. Glance over with it. But she'll get older, and then she'll wander off and leave.
We'll provide snacks.
She looks at you in that way only a teenager can look at an adult that has just said something that clear to the teen is clearly the dumbest thing ever uttered by humanity. And the adult's sitting there going, what did I say?
Well, like, is the reliquary not gonna like get older and go away?
Yeah, he already
Like-
has once.
Like, all partnerships are ephemeral in nature. So, like, you're looking for something that like isn't going to exist, and that's like bad for your mental.
The Crucible's helmet kind of rotates over to you. He's not wrong.
It's like having a cool pet dog. Is like you enjoy the time you have with them, but like you know they're not going to be there forever.
Yes, I'm on the internet. I know we're like elves to dogs.
Just because like some nerd made it fancy doesn't mean it's not true.
The ward's like peeking in. Is this become a therapy session?
Isn't every good superhero supervillain fight?
So, give me a willpower roll. Let's see how convincing you are, Mary. She's got a willpower of 10, but this isn't her resisting something. This is maybe more of her awareness for this. Because it's more about how sincere you're being, or how sincere you're coming across.
Well, dang.
Well, I am going to say that the Crucible is helping you. That he's talking to her. Yes, her, some of her friends, several, like, all right. So a few generations of her friends have grown up while she has stayed as she is. But they didn't all, go running off and abandoning her. Except the reliquary, who ran off to fight with the Nazis. To be fair, the family did kind of kick him out. But for reasons. Uh, so I'll give you a +2 for that, which gets you up to a 9. That's better than the 8. As you and the Crucible are like talking Mary down.
Also, there are like robot people now who could probably live like a lot longer. You could become friends with.
Fake people?
That's rude. They're like real ones. Like, I used to hang out with this semi-autonomous man. He was like a cool robot, mostly.
Mostly.
He was like a brain in a jar kind of situation.
Oh, it's not a robot then.
Well, yeah, he was semi-autonomous, but like most of him was robot, so he's gonna like live a really long time.
The Crucible's like, let's not get too distracted here. Yes, certainly,
Sorry.
certainly we should look into the friends for Mary. But he's like, you have been with our family for quite some time. The family is not abandoning you, even if individual members may grow up. And then Mary goes from like calming down to looking pissed off, but specifically at the reliquary. Not the reliquary, the Crucible. I don't know why I keep swapping their names. She starts yelling about him going off to that school. And running on with that gym tart. And the venom in her voice when she calls somebody a tart does not match up with a modern day teenager at all. That's like she's flipping back to her Victorian roots when she calls somebody a tart.
It's a bit of an exes or unrequited situation going on.
Yeah, but it also sounds like predatory and like definitely a weird power dynamic.
Yeah.
Makes me feel uncomfortable. Hey, Reliquary, do you know anything about this that would make it less weird?
All the children of our family grow up with Mary, but eventually we all grow older than Mary. She's clearly having problems with this separation.
Oh, it's like, but hey, Mary, how long ago did this like happen?
I don't know. He started at the school in the last couple of years. I mean, when I was hanging out, she wasn't real. When I was hanging out with him, that was, I don't know, 90 years ago? Jeez, dude, how old are you now? He sort of sputters. Yeah. He's not as old as he seems. He spent some time bouncing around the world.
I'm like not super smart anymore, but like the math here is like weird.
Karen leans forward. How old's the guy in the armor? Like, we can't see his face or anything.
Well, like the armor has been like around for a while, but now it's sounding like there's like a kid in it. Or like a 20-year-old who just now got out of school. Obviously hidden school, I'm guessing like a high schooler now.
The Crucible literally puts one hand on it's like he's not quite face palming, but sort of grabbing his forehead.
Well, like, you're definitely like mature for your age. And it's like, no shame. I was like running around heroing at like 14.
Do you get the feeling we just came across some information we weren't really supposed to have?
The relic.
Yeah, but like,
When you say that, the reliquary just starts laughing.
Oh shit, did you actually kill his dad?
The reliquary gets a little quiet at that point. Mary suddenly looks very somber. The crucible straightens up. Mary, you're coming home. And since the authorities can't seem to contain you, and she points to the reliquary, you're coming with me as well.
hey, like,
The warden in the back is like, wait a second. You know, he starts rattling on about, taking prisoners and whatnot.
also like,
Warden. Go ahead.
like, to be fair, they did have him contained until Mary escaped. So, like, as long as Mary's not, like, trying to break him out, he seemed contained. But also, you're, like, the lead on this, so I will, like, defer to you.
What are the rest of y'all going to defer to him?
I am going to defer to the reliquary.
You mean the crucible?
The villain?
I mean, not the reliquary. I'm sorry. I'm doing it.
Don't apologize. I've been doing it all day. You're just following my example.
I'm going to blame Jason.
He learned it from you.
The warden's like, he can't just run off with a supervillain.
I mean, is there anything you can really do to stop him?
The warden actually kind of points his hand at the reliquary, or at the crucible. No, apparently not.
Like, is there some way we can get, like, a lesser sentence on, like, Mary to give her, like, time? I really feel like if she had, like, more friends, this might not happen as often.
Warden? The crucible's like, Warden, yes? Take a nap. And you see him do his fingers, and the warden sort of gets wobbly on his feet. And he doesn't fall down, but he sort of just gets down on the ground and starts snoring. There's a flash of light, and the crucible armor is gone. And yes, you've got, looks like, maybe a junior, senior in high school standing there. Wearing an amulet with, the same kind of decorative stuff on it.
Struggling with ear ringing. Do not.
What was that?
Oh,
That was an elderly British man.
That was my computer, and it should have been playing into my headphones, but it did not. I was going to post a song to the group, but
Okay.
I was going to preview it, and it misbehaved.
But anyway,
Not the worst unexpected sound I've heard come over Discord during a game.
I think my favorite was Anna playing Red Dead Redemption one time, and the game was cheating. Anyway, so he's got this amulet that, it's the same white and gold as the armor. Now Mary's like looking kind of pouty and, kicking at some of the rubble. While Karen's she's just watching. Everybody's like, is this how this sort of thing usually goes? Where the young lady on the floating rock is like, she's just sitting cross-legged on a rock now watching. She looks like she wishes she had popcorn. He explains to you, he doesn't give his name, but he explains to you that Mary was not taking it well when he went off to a special private school. He has a girlfriend now. Mary did not take that well, and Mary does not look happy that all this information is getting out.
And I take it you were like against a polycule?
His whole face is kind of like, what? No, I mean that's maybe fine for some people, but no, that's not what I'm looking for. And while his southern drawl is not nearly as thick as the reliquaries, he does sound like somebody from Savannah, Georgia. So basically, he explains how he's just at that age where he starts aging past Mary, and she seems to be taking it particularly hard this time.
It sounds like Mary kind of had a thing for you, boss. But
he looks a little surprised when you say that, and then Mary is just sitting there. Oh, shut up!
Hey, listen, I'm trying to help. Hey.
I love that an entity that is hundreds of years old can be embarrassed like a teenager.
Because I am a teenager, I just am also an infinitely old entity. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't exactly have memories. Only it kind of does when it's in my head. Well, I'm not always sure which one of us is talking.
Mary Crucible, sir. Have you considered maybe enrolling Mary at the school with you? So maybe she can make some other friends outside of the family and maybe find a little bit of guidance in her life?
It's a school for powered people, and when we have the entity contained, her longevity is the only power she still has. Well, her overall healing ability.
And
Like,
she's like, I could train to be a wizard. The family has always thought that would probably be a bad idea. Any skills, he looks at the rest of any skills Mary has, entity Mary has as well.
right, but like Whipbat, I hope you don't like find this offensive, but like Whipbat's like a superhero who is just like well trained at one talent.
Wait, are we talking about the academy?
Yes.
Yeah, they must.
The kid that's the Crucible looks over at you. Oh, you know about the academy.
Well, I've heard about it, but yeah, they definitely have.
She's like, oh sure, like he's like the kid's like, oh yeah, well, your mentor, the Rooks, like our vice principal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
My
also
point
somebody.
being that. My point being that is you could be, you don't need like inborn powers to be eligible for enrollment.
Yeah, and the way she heals, she probably wouldn't get hurt permanently anyway. Mary's just
Mary,
there's only one problem with that. Mary goes, yeah, when the entity part of me is out, it doesn't want to go back in. Everybody give me awareness rolls.
Hmm?
Alright, so 9 was the number to beat. Whippet, did you give me a roll?
I'm sorry, I shorted out. What
Oh,
roll were you
awareness.
making?
Awareness.
Yes. overworking awareness today. Not great. I've got my standard. I think
Yeah.
every awareness roll I've made is 6 today.
So, Boogeyman, you're the only person that notices that as Mary is saying this, you see a second Mary come out from between the stacks of containers and like grab hold of the foam ball that the reliquary is currently trapped in.
Hey, we can still talk about this.
And then that second Mary and the reliquary and the ball of foam disappear. The Mary that's still in the room is, yeah. She must have decided to do that all on her own. No sincerity in that voice at all.
You're kind of an asshole.
Yeah, like
Language? I'm a young girl.
You kind of like shat the bed on a situation that you could have turned positive for yourself. This is gonna kind of like now end poorly.
Oh, you wanted to end poorly?
You've like irreparably damaged your relationship with someone you love. Like, yeah, that's a bad ending.
No, And she looks over at whoever the crucible is, and he's giving her that I'm very disappointed look. Fine. And the other her and the reliquary reappear. The reliquary's like, what? Mary, I thought you were getting me out of here. Don't let him sweet talk you.
Actually, it's like I'm just telling like really honest truths because like I found that really works
The
well.
tart. He's dumping you for the tart.
See how he's like trying to manipulate you with like a very emotional response, and I'm just telling you like the thing you have done has like consequences.
Oh, just shut up. And then both Marys disappear. The crucible reaches up, grabs his amulet, and he's back in the armor. Thank you, Skater Boy. I think you were getting through to the real her, but I think the entity is interfering with her understanding of willingness.
I've got her at like a 60%, but then the entity's at like a 12. So it's like the numbers work out where like I have to keep going.
At least she brought him back.
I'm gonna offer him my baseball bat. Hey, if you want us to like step out for a little bit, I understand.
He takes the bat from your hand and is like, really stares at it, is holding it and really staring at it for a long time. I don't think
He makes a really funny noise when you hit him in the face with it.
And like he didn't die last time it happened.
Yeah.
That's true. He did get bashed with a baseball bat before. And then he hands you the bat back. I don't think this is what my father would have wanted.
Respectable. I am sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I'll also look at Reliquary and just kind of like lean into him. So was it like an accident? Because like I know you could have been like controlled by those like space guys, like outside universe entities and stuff.
I was trying to take back what belonged to me. He does get a gauntlet to the mouth at that point. And the Crucible tells you his brother inherited all of this. He was very jealous about it. That would have been my great-grandfather. While he was working for the alien guys, the Vasilevs had increased his power, and that's when he killed my father.
Hey, like, Reliquary?
Reliquary's
Everyone
unconscious
involved
now.
in... Oh, damn. Can I, like, write him a note to tell him that everyone involved in the thing he's mad about no longer exists, and he should let it go?
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, I'll dig through my drawers and pull out a piece of paper and a pencil and write him a note informing him
to his
that, like,
forehead.
yeah, it's just like his anger is possibly justifiable in the past, but now everyone involved in it is dead except him. Like, he can't argue with someone. It's just like an argument that has to be given up because the people you're arguing with don't exist anymore. And just kind of gently stick it to him.
So while you're writing out your note, the Crucible starts digging into the foam. You know, he pulls out the spear, he sets it to one side. He essentially ends up digging his, I guess it'd be his great uncle or great great uncle, his grunkle, out of the foam, and then like stripping the artifacts off of him. So the spear goes to one side, the chain, his little chainmail armor, scale mail armor, whatever goes to one side. He's like spear of Lou, Lancelot's armor. Huh? He's not wearing his belt. He has a little spell and goes over to one of the armored containers and opens it up and digs out this big belt with like a big Nordic-looking rune on the buckle. Thor's belt of strength.
Hey, like, are you supposed to, like, technically own all that? Or is it all stolen?
It's all artifacts he was recovering for the Third Reich. You know,
but they have,
they were fascinated with. We have no idea who they belong to. Some of them he dug out of places.
You just said Thor's belt, though, like, he has, like, kids.
Well, he had Modi and what was it? Oh crap! I'm blanking on Thor's other
Vidar?
son.
Was it Vidar?
He had multiples. I'm thinking of these two that they're always together. Modi and what was the other one? Magni. Modi and Magni.
Oh yeah.
There was like two of them, and they had a sister that were, they were all full siblings and tended to pop them in the midst together. And like in this game, y'all run into John Modison.
Yeah. Who's the grandson of Thor.
Right. He's literally stolen his granddad's hammer and just run around on Earth adventuring, hoping granddad don't catch up with him.
Hey, I mean, you could at least call like that John Modison guy. I had a couple drinks with him whenever we were doing the whole save the universe thing on the satellite. Like, see if that's actually his granddad's belt. I mean, if it is, you could return it. He'd owe you a favor.
Not a bad idea. He would also potentially get it off world.
Mm-hmm.
My main interest is getting these away from him.
Oh yeah.
Tell the warden I'm going to leave my great uncle in his custody. Well, don't tell him it's my great uncle though.
Nah, not a problem.
1,000 years we managed to keep that a secret, and I keep having people find out.
Yeah, we're all keeping this under our hats, right? Right, everybody, right? And Boogeyman's gonna look up at the what's her name, Earth Mother?
You haven't asked her name yet.
Yeah, I was just asking. Yeah, Miss, what's your name?
Earth Mother. I was gonna go with
Earth.
I was gonna go with Earthbender, but my aunt said I'd probably get sued.
Oh yeah. That's I'm pretty sure that's like a Disney thing. You will. But
That's with the mouse.
yeah. We're all keeping this under wraps, right?
Earth Mother's like,
Mom's the
sure.
word.
Big time magic guy, kind of cute under the armor. Yeah, I don't mind him owing me a favor. And she winked at the crucible. Karen just nods. Oh, sure, yeah.
Don't let Mary find out about that.
She's like, oh yeah, that might be an issue.
Oh yeah, it's like, well, like you gonna head out then, or like, can you like help wrap up like the riot that's happening in the prison?
Well, I
'Cause,
think it's gotten pretty
like-
quiet. And she steps off a rock and puts her hand to the to one of the walls, one of the cement walls. Yeah, I'm not. There's some movement. Yeah, I don't think anybody's fighting anymore.
That's like great. So like, do you want credit for everything up top, or do you want to like keep yourself under wraps? What kind of hero you try to like be?
I'm not all that interested in talking to the news. But yeah, we can let them know it was me.
All right.
I mean, once your buddy, and she gestured over a bit, showed up at Tomcat's last caller, the news was all about her.
Yeah, but that's more like indicative of how the news just wants to like grab at specific people rather than like her trying to take a spotlight away.
Have we lost Mike? Has Mike fallen asleep?
I'm back,
Okay.
and I'm awake.
I wasn't sure if it was the camera freezing or what it was, but you were laying very still.
Oh yeah. I made a point to show my notebook to show I've been awake and taking notes the whole time.
Well, no, when you started
Sorry,
talking, the camera suddenly jerked, and it's not like you sat up. It's like you were just suddenly upright. It's like, okay, camera froze.
Oh, okay.
I'm awake.
But Earth Mother was making slight shots at you.
Oh, shoot, I missed that. Okay.
She was talking about the Tomcat thing, you know. Oh, yeah. When y'all show up, though, it's all about y'all in the news. Like when your buddy showed up at Tomcat's last caller. Karen has no interest in talking to the police.
Do we really want to give her credit for stopping this?
Well, I
Like-
stopped it, so...
She literally kept everyone above ground on the island and then pulled them back down here.
Well, they're still encased up there right now, but yeah.
Sorry, can
but
you
I
pull
can
them
feel
back
it.
down?
Oh, sure.
All right, thank you.
And on the surface, some law enforcement have already arrived. There's at least a couple of spear guys walking around, looking at these guys encased in the dirt, and all of a sudden they just down into the ground.
I'm just saying, we have a responsibility for self-promotion.
Yeah, and like lying to do that constantly will like make enemies who can like control the earth.
Earth Mother's
And we
just
like
nodding.
already have enough of them.
So yeah, let's give her credit because she did the job. It's not a big deal.
At this point, the warden's walking back in. What happened?
We like negotiated, and Reliquary will be staying with you, but like the magic items will be like returned back to their original owners that are all possible to be returned to.
And he looks over, and the crucible is holding them all in a bundle now.
Like they have like legitimate owners.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to like hold on to stolen goods in like an illegal lockbox just because some dude was running around with them.
All right, tell us who the owners are, and let us check it out and make sure everything's legit.
Okay, one of them is Thor. And he is like litigious but very difficult to get a hold of.
Why do I feel like you have a story about that?
Nah, I have only lightning gods I've messed with is like the acolytes of Zeus, and they're like all dead.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah,
That does kind of
I
get
got
to
sent
everybody in
to
the
a
room.
bad place.
The Crucible just looks over the word, "I'm taking these for safer keeping. Be glad I'm leaving you your prisoner." And then he disappears in a puff of white smoke.
I think the Crucible's a magic quarter.
Hey, like, do you have a thing for insulting every person that ever helps us?
That was the player, not influencer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So Earthman's like, "Well, there's people walking around up top. I'm pretty sure the authorities are here. So I'm gonna bug on out." The warden's like, "What about the holes in my roof? Are you gonna fix those?" "Oh, I could, yeah, but I'm not going to now. I'm not doing anything to
Can
help
you,
hide
like-
this place."
Wait, can you fix the one hole like you made, just so like you can't be held liable?
I'm not too worried about the secret prison coming after me. I figure they'll have enough time dealing with the all the outrage.
Yeah, I'm not lying about anything about this place. Sorry, man.
It's it's top secret.
I kind of look at the big hole, and it's like, not anymore.
Yeah. I know. Please don't take that to be me not appreciating the help you've given. I'm sure more of my men would be dead, and more prisoners would have escaped, and and Earth Mother floats on out. And Karen's like, "Oh, should I like go now too?"
I mean, like, we have no reason to like. But technically, we do have like a reason to hold you up, because like, do you know where like you live?
I know where I used to live, but I've already been there, and my folks don't live there anymore.
What?
Well, like, do you know
was
their
the
names?
last year you remember?
She starts talking about. She talks about junior high. It's like her memory's cut off when she was about 14. Clearly, she is no longer about 14. You know, she kind of gestures.
Oh yeah, you got. Oh, that is a raw deal.
She's like, yeah. I'm hoping some of the memories come back eventually, but right now I'm just a little bewildered.
Listen, if you want to crash at our weird penthouse suite base, I'm pretty sure we can talk with the company, get you set up with a room. Like,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
even have to join the team.
Oh, that's like the tower with the big V. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's really freaking gaudy.
Yeah, but I bet it's got showers.
Oh yeah, really nice showers.
Showers.
It's been hard to get regular showers. I mean, she's like,
There's
I
a
have been, but you kind of have to look around and find places.
There was a pain
know
in that
that is.
voice that I understand.
All right, so there is much talking with the authorities. Spear is going to try very hard to keep this covered up. Because Zug Island there's large businesses on it on one end, but like where the holes were poked are over in that wooded area, so they're not quite as obvious. So it's gonna be one of them things where something clearly happened, but they're not gonna tell anybody about the prison, and they would very much appreciate it if you did not tell anybody about the prison.
By law, it's like a human rights violation because their
Yeah,
ability to access
Boogeyman-
legal counsel is restricted.
No, we bring their
Illegally?
lawyers in. Look, it's not super secret like nobody knows about it. When they need to speak to their counsel, we provide their counsel in where the counsel don't know the physical location of the place.
Okay, so like the acknowledgement of there is a secret prison is known to like
There
the
is a
legal
prison.
counsel
This
who
prison
read.
is on records you can find, but it just doesn't give any the location is kept secret for obvious reasons. I mean, how many times has skyscraper and Gothic has one of them busted the other one out because they never got shipped here?
Think what it does to the property values.
Well, it's Zug Island. The property values aren't going to be great anyway. Unless you're wanting to set up like a steel smelter place. So yeah, Spear ends up they run a lot of legal stuff by you. They are willing to answer questions. You basically find out the prison's been kept secret, but like there's no
Not as bad as we thought.
they'll walk you through the facility. There's no indications of like experimentation on people. It seems to just be a prison.
It still feels really dubious. Really not good. Boogeyman's gonna keep a lot of just everything he documented in his back pocket.
Okay. But them keeping it on down low also means like they can't press charges against Earth Mother for poking an extra hole in it or any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
if this is spear handled, like Landshark will come in and fix everything.
Mm.
If he hasn't been banned from the city of Detroit. We would bring him in to fix it, but it's so close to the Canadian border, and Canada has things to say about that. No, so the cover story ends up being, a bunch of escaped powered fugitives trying to hide on Zug Island, and so they stay relatively close. Like, oh, the explosions, yeah, super powered fight over there. The Visionaries and a couple of other local heroes, took down this gang of escaped, powered convicts. And they just never talk about
push
where they
them
escaped
to
from.
expressly say Earth Mother.
Okay, yeah, you get several of the new edges to be sure to name drop her. Karen's like, oh, I gotta come up with a name at some point.
They're probably gonna like end up calling you like Miss Manhattan if you don't.
And that happens
figure
almost
something out
immediately.
soon.
Because of the costume, that happens almost immediately. She's not super happy because she doesn't know if, given that emblem was on the thing containing her, she's not sure if, he might be involved or not.
He's got like big himbo energy. I don't really think he's gonna be like super involved. And that's like coming from me.
But yes, after a whole lot of talking, y'all are basically released. You fly back to the base. Like Dennis is super happy to have a guest. Offerman quizzes you on what your intentions are here. We know nothing about her.
I'd rather have her somewhere we can keep an eye on her and get her the help she needs.
Yeah, can
versus
we
her
like find her
wandering off.
parents?
Yeah.
Because like she knew where she used to live, and we can just like run down previous owners.
Yeah.
And like it's probably not a big list.
And when you're settled into the place, she'll go ahead and tell you her last name at that point. Thomas. Her last name's she's Karen Thomas. And your docs give her a going over. They're like, oh yeah, she's clearly in her early maybe mid 20s. I mean, she's super powered, so that can throw things off a little bit. But, she seems to be in fine physical health otherwise. Other than the memory thing. Though in the examination, she also talks about the fact that, she remembers junior high and being like really good at math, but it seems to give her trouble now. And they end up doing scans to see if there might be some brain damage or something. And they do find evidence of some slight brain damage. And they don't know if it's slight, but could be caused in the memory loss. If it could have been more major, and she's like healing because she's powered now or whatever. And talking to her, she doesn't remember having had, any kind of superpowers previously. Dennis runs those names, and she remembers her folks' names. He runs, oh yeah, they own the property. He's like, wait a second. They're like 60-something. Daughter Karen Thomas. The daughter's like in her 40s. Karen, when was your birthday? And she rattles off her birthday. And yeah, she was born in like the early 80s, according to the date she rattles off.
Did she is there like a report of her ever going missing? Or is this like a clone situation?
No, there was a supervillain attack in like the early 2000s, where it talks about that in the report she's listed as one of the injured. Yeah, but she recovered. Well, mostly recovered. She lives in one of the suburbs now. She's got a daughter. She's got a daughter. Shoot, the daughter's going through the academy to join Spear. And while he's saying all this, Karen is sitting there just like wide-eyed, like, what the?
Like, hell yeah. Like, welcome to the Clone Club.
She does not look thrilled to be in the Clone Club.
What?
And we will cut off there and pick up next time.
For some reason, not everyone's going to be happy about that.
It's like cool. You get like your own identity and also get to see like the path a previous life went. It's like super informative.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope y'all had fun today. I enjoyed it.
That was a blast.
Hope anybody watching at home or comes back by and watches later, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us again in 2 weeks. Again, I was your GM for the day, Jason, and with him has been Marigold as the Boogeyman.
I hope y'all had as much fun as we did.
Curtis as the Influencer.
Laters.
Mike as Whippet.
Take care, everyone.
And Taylor as Dr. Skaterboy, psychiatrist.
See ya.
And we will see y'all next time.